In this quick video, I'm going to show you a couple of ways of providing cross-references from one content object to another. By way of an example, I've got two simulations here and I'm going to cross-reference one from the other and vice versa. I'm going to do all of this in the description pane just because it's easier to see what's happening here rather than jumping in and out of the editor, but this same technique works in any bubble or any text field that you can edit via the text editor. So first of all, in step one, I want to say under what happens next, once you've done this, you need to do that. And I'm going to put in a cross-reference there to step two. So first thing I'm going to do is to go to step two, and I need to capture its UID, its unique identifier. The easiest place to find that is in the start links. And it's the thing right here where you've got project, which is the type of thing it is, in this case a simulation, or it could be book or whatever else. And then the thing, this is its unique identifier. Okay, I'm actually going to take everything from project onwards, and I'm just going to copy that to the clipboard because that's the bit I need for the cross-reference. Now, back in step one, I will go into the description and edit that. And I'm going to put a cross-reference in right after this. So I'm going to say, once you've done this, you need to do that as explained in. And that's where I want to put the cross-reference to it. And the reason I'm going to do it this way, and I'm going to use a placeholder, is if the name of step one of that simulation changes, it's automatically going to update here as well. And the way we do that is by co-opting the placeholder for the project name. Now, by default, this will insert the name of this current project, i.e. step one, do this. I want it to be step two, do that. So what I need to do is come in here, and where it says project right there, I'm going to replace that with the reference to the other simulation, which I copied onto the clipboard earlier. So I'm just going to paste that in. It's important to note the format of this. It's project, which is the type of object, exclamation mark, then the UID, then a colon, then a dot caption. Okay, but once I do that, if I insert that now, it now says as explained in step two. And just to make sure that we can see what that is, I'm going to put in italics because it's a reference. Just to get it looking a bit nicer. So that's that done. At this point we can be kind of finished, but maybe I want to put in a hyperlink to this as well. So at that stage what I can do is I can just select the whole thing, go into insert link, find the object in my work area or wherever that I want to cross-reference, which is step two, do that, insert OK, and now that's a hyperlink as well. So when the user sees this during playback, it will say, as explained in, this title will update automatically, and then this is a hyperlink if they want to launch it directly. And I can prove that that works. If I go to step two, do that, and I rename that to say, do that next, what happens magically is when I go back to step one, this is now automatically updated. So this is a great way of providing cross-references because they're automatically updated to refer to the exact name because it's a cross-reference on the basis of the UID. So I'm going to do the same thing in the second one. I'm going to show you a slightly different way so that you don't have to go messing around hunting for the identifier or the UID of the one that you want to cross-reference. So in step two, I'm going to say prerequisites. Before you do that, you should have done this. And again, very similar thing. But I'm going to show you a slightly more complex way of doing it, but it's a little bit faster once you get the hang of it. So again, I'm going to put in as explained in, and this is where I want the cross-reference to step one. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to insert the placeholder, leave it as it is as project name, and what that's going to do is insert a hyperlink to the current one. We know it's going to do that, we know that's wrong, but we're going to fix that in a second. Because what I can now do is go to insert object, insert link, select step one here, click OK, and that is now a hyperlink with the name of step two but pointing to step one. And that's what we fix now. I just go into the source. This gives me exactly here the identifier that I need to use, and it's going to find it for me, so I don't need to find it myself, but I just copy that, go down to this one, which is the name of it that's being pulled in, the caption, paste the same thing into there, and now we're done again. So it's referring to step one and it's a hyperlink to step one, and we are finished. And that's it. So the first way is probably the most straightforward way. The second way I find faster if you're comfortable with getting into the source view with the HTML and you know what you're looking for in there. I find it much faster because I don't have to go and find the UID first. Anyway, Like I say, this is a great way of providing cross-references because they automatically update when the names of your projects or book pages or whatever else you're cross-referencing change. Okay, that was it. I hope you found it useful.